our purpose in life. Sometimes we're not consciously aware what our purpose is, but our purpose is driven by those things that cause us happiness, the things that cause us sadness, the things that move our emotions, our feelings. These are often connected to what our purpose is. And it's important for us to consciously enter into a journey where we seek to identify and to discover these. And also, I would want to say to you that it's important for us to articulate clearly what those values are. And often this begins with writing them down. We're often scared because we think if we commit it to paper, we cannot change it anymore. It has to remain the way it is. It's set in stone, in concrete, cast. But that's not the case. I think as we grow, we learn and understand and discover to better extents and better heights. So I would encourage you in this journey, when asking yourself questions, to note the answers of these questions and to continuously search yourself and to continuously update or improve what your core purpose is. Something worth reviewing and discovering is the question of imagery. Imagery is often very important to us. In terms of images, what is it that you greatly are moved by or that you associate yourself with? I'll tell you more about what I'm speaking on. For example, I am greatly moved and inspired by water. I often reflect while looking out at the ocean, and I'm inspired by water. These images which inspire us often are reflective. Water is reflective of depth, of power. We've seen how waves and how water can be a powerful force in our lives. Farming, agriculture, life. Water is the sustenance of life. There's also imagery in animal life. For example, I am particularly interested and passionate about lions or the lion. What does the lion reflect? The lion often is the leader of a pride or a group of lions. It's also known as the king of the jungle. What representations are there in that? Often kings will have a lion as representative of some sort in terms of their crests and so on. So maybe there's a link to leadership, to strength, and so forth. I'm also inspired by the eagle. The eagle inspires me significantly. What does it mean? It means soaring above the heights. There's much more that one can interpret in this. Eagles have a significant length of vision. I think they can view up to 5 kilometers away and so forth. So again, the issue of having vision. So what I'm saying to you is, if you are inspired by certain images, whether it's landscapes and so on, you should search yourself, why is it that you are inspired by those features? And somehow, at some point, you would be able to perhaps link that to who it is you are fundamentally. I think these are some things worth reflecting on. Another thing is, purpose is linked to verbs. Purpose is not just about talking. It's not just about having a nice conversation. It's about action. It's about doing. I'll share with you what some key verbs will be. I mentioned to you my own purpose: to communicate, to inspire, and to lead. Those are not passive words. Those words involve action, doing things. If you ask me how it is I communicate, lead, and inspire, I can inform you specifically. I communicate, for example, in my organization, the organization which I run. We have 230 employees. I communicate what the organization's vision is. I communicate the capabilities and what I believe that we can achieve collectively, what people can achieve in the organization. I also love to write. I write poetry, I write reflections, poetry on love, reflections on life, the meaning of life, reflections on creation, on God, etc. So those messages are inspiring to myself and to the people within my own community, my family, my friends, my workmates, etc. People of purpose. What do you think of, what do you feel, what do you reflect on when you consider the people you know who you think have a purpose in life? For me, first of all, I respect them. I understand that many